Hello everyone. Our lesson for today is on the political theater of nursing policies. What are nursing policies? Healthcare policy making is a multifaceted process influenced by many factors, including political ideologies, economic interests, and social value. Therefore, understanding the political landscape of healthcare is essential for nurses seeking to advocate for policies that advance the nursing profession and improve patient outcome. By recognizing the power dynamics at play and the various stakeholders involved, nurses can strategically engage with policymakers and leverage their influence to shape the healthcare policy in alignment with nursing value and priorities. And that will take us to the role of nurses in policy advocacy. How do we go about that? We explore the pivotal role that nurses play in advocating for policy that advance the nursing profession and improve patient care. Drawing on real-world examples and case study, we are going to highlight the diverse strategy employed by nurses to influence policymakers from grassroots organizing and coalition building to direct lobbying efforts and media engagement. Through a lens of ethical inquiry and social justice, we examine the challenges and opportunities facing nurses in political advocacy, including navigating partisans, politics, ethical dilemmas, and professional responsibility, by also showcasing the transformative potentials of nursing advocacy. We inspire readers to become active agents of change in shaping healthcare policy and also promoting health equity for all. Nurses have a unique perspective and first-hand experience that position them as a valuable advocate in healthcare policy making. By leveraging their expertise and engaging in strategic advocacy efforts, nurses can drive meaningful policy change that addresses the need of patients, communities, and the nursing profession. Whether advocating for improved nurse staffing ratio, expanded scope of practice regulation, or increased funding for healthcare program, nurses have the opportunity to effect positive change and champion the principle of social justice and equity in healthcare policy. And that will take us to case studies in nursing policy advocacy. How do we go about that? We'll also delve into in-depth case studies that illustrate the power of nursing advocacy in shaping healthcare policies. Through compelling narratives and real-world examples, we spotlight successful advocacy champions led by nurses to address critical issues such as nurse staffing ratio, scope of the practice regulations, and healthcare funding priorities. By analyzing the strategy and tactics employed by nurse advocates, we also uncover the key drivers of policy change and their implication for nursing practice and patient care. Through a synthetic of qualitative research and stakeholders interviews, we offer readers valuable insights and lessons learned from these advocacy efforts, empowering them to become effective advocates for nursing and healthcare policy reform. Following the case study provides concrete example of how nursing advocacy can lead to tangible policy outcomes and also improve healthcare delivery. By examining successful advocacy campaigns, nurses can learn from past experiences and also identify strategy for overcoming barrier to policy change. Case study also highlights the importance of collaboration and coalition building in advocacy efforts, emphasizing the collective power of nurses working together to advance shared goals and also priority. And that will take us to overcoming barriers to nursing policy advocacy. How do we go about that? Despite the importance of nursing advocacy, nurses often face significant barriers when attempting to influence healthcare policies. So in this section, we will be able to identify common obstacles such as bureaucratic inertia, partisans, gridlock, and industry resistance, and also explore strategy for overcoming these challenges, drawing up best practices and expert insights. We offer practical guidance for nurses and nursing organizations seeking to navigate the complexities of policy advocacy, from coalition building and strategic alliances to grassroots mobilization and media outreach. We provide readers with a toolkit for overcoming barriers and also achieving meaningful policy change. By empowering nurses to advocate for policies that advance the nursing profession and also improve patients' outcome, we will catalyze positive transformation in healthcare policy and practice. Overcoming barriers to nursing policy advocacy requires persistency, strategic planning, and collaboration. Nurses must be prepared to navigate political complexes and engage with diverse stakeholders to build consensus and mobilize support for policy change. By fostering relationship with policymakers, cultivating grassroots support, and effectively communicating their message to the public, nurses can overcome obstacles and drive meaningful change in healthcare policy. And that will take us to the future of nursing policy advocacy. So how do we go about that? In the final section of this section, we peer into the future of nursing policy advocacy in an ever-evolving healthcare landscape. We explore emerging trends such as healthcare reform, digital healthcare technologies, and global health crisis, and their implications for nursing practice and policy advocacy. Through a lens of innovation and social change, we envision a future where nurses are empowered to drive positive change and also shape the future of healthcare policy. By equipping leaders with knowledge, skills, and resources to engage in effective advocacy, we inspire them to become catalysts and transformation in healthcare policy and practice. Therefore, the future of nursing policy advocacy holds promise for innovative approaches and collaborative solutions to address the complex challenges facing healthcare system worldwide. Nurses, as trusted and respected members of the healthcare team, are uniquely positioned to drive policy change and also lead efforts to improve healthcare delivery and outcomes. By embracing new technologies, forging strategic partnership, and amplifying their voices on key issues. Nurses can continue to advocate for policy that promotes health equity, social justice, and quality care for all. And that will lead us to another caption that has it that amplifying nursing voice. What are the strategies for media advocacy? Leveraging media platform for nursing advocacy. We will dive into various ways nurses can utilize media platform to amplify their voices and advocate for nursing causes. Traditional media outlets such as newspapers and television, as well as digital platforms like social media and online forums, offer opportunities for nurses to engage in advocacy effort. Through case study and best practices, this will also provide a practical guidelines for navigating the media landscape effectively. Nurses have a long recognized the power of media in advocacy or in advancing their profession and advocating for change. Traditional media outlets, including newspapers, televisions, and radio, reach broad audiences and can be effective platform for raising awareness about nursing issues. For example, a study by Caleb-Black et al. 2018 find out that media coverage of nursing topic can influence public perception of the profession and also supports effort to improve working conditions and patient care. Digital media platforms have also become increasingly important tools for nursing advocacy. Social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram allow nurses to connect with colleagues, share information, and mobilize support for important causes. Online forums and blogs provide space for nurses to engage in discussion about policy issues, clinical practice guidelines, and professional development opportunities. Despite the opportunities presented by media platforms, nurses face challenges in effectively leveraging these tools for advocacy. Limited media training and resources, as well as concern about professional boundaries and confidentiality, can hinder nurses' ability to engage with the media effectively. However, with the right skills and strategy, nurses can overcome these challenges and also make a meaningful impact through media advocacy. And that will take us to crafting compelling media messages. How do we go about it? Crafting compelling media messages is an essential for effectively communicating nursing expertise and advocacy messages to diverse audiences. Drawing on principles of communication theory and a purposive messaging, this section offers practical tips and also technique for developing clear, concise, impactful messages for media interviews and social media posts. Storytelling is also a powerful tool for engaging audiences and conveying complex ideas in a compelling and accessible way. By sharing personal experiences, nurses can humanize their advocacy effort and make them more relatable to the general public. Framing is another important aspect of message development, as it shapes how audiences perceive and interpret information. By framing nursing issues in terms of public health, social justice, or economic impact, nurses can resonate with different audiences and also garner support for their cause. A call to action. Strategies are also key to driving action and mobilizing support for nursing advocacy efforts. Whether encouraging audiences to sign a petition, attend a rally, or contact their elected officials, nurses can use media messages to inspire concrete action that contribute to positive change. By providing a clear and actionable steps, nurses can empower their audiences to become active participants in advocacy champions, engaging with media professionals. How do you go about engaging with media professionals? Building relationship with media professionals is essential for nurses looking to effectively engage with media and shape the coverage of nursing issues. And the importance of media relation in advocacy effort and other practical guidance for nurses on how to cultivate a positive media presence. Therefore, developing relationship with journalists, editors, and other media professionals can help nurses secure media coverage for their advocacy effort and also ensure accurate and balanced representation of nursing issues in the media. One, by establishing trust and credibility with media contacts, nurses can become a go-to sources for journalists seeking expert commentary and insights on healthcare topics. In addition to proactive media outreach, nurses should be prepared to respond to media inquiries with confidence and professionalism. These include being available for interviews, preparing key messages in advance, and also studying or staying informed about the current events and development in the healthcare industry. By also effectively engaging with the media, nurses can amplify their voices, raise awareness about nursing issues, and also drive positive change to the profession. That would take us to social media and nursing, navigating opportunities and challenges. Let's go there. Social media has transformed the landscape of nursing practice, whether we like it or not. Education and advocacy, offering unprecedented opportunities for connection, knowledge sharing, and advocacy. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn provide venues or avenue for nurses to contact or connect with colleagues, share resources, engage with patients and community, and also advocate for nursing courses. Through case study, best practices, this also will explore innovative uses of social media by nurses and also offer practical guidance for navigating its opportunities and also challenges in nursing profession. So nurses are increasingly using social media platforms to share clinical insights, disseminate evidence-based practice, and also collaborate with peers across geographic boundaries. For example, Twitter chats and Facebook groups facilitate real-time discussion on clinical topics, allowing nurses to exchange ideas and also support one another in their professional development. Additionally, platforms like Instagram and YouTube are being used to visually showcase nursing skills, promote health education, and also combat misinformation. In the realm of patient care, social media provides opportunities for nurses to engage with patients' communities in new and meaningful ways. Nurses can use platforms like Facebook group, Twitter accounts to provide health education and other questions, and also offer support to patients and their families. By leveraging the reach and accessibility of social media, nurses can reach or can extend the reach of their care beyond the confines of the traditional healthcare setting, and also foster a sense of community among patients facing similar health challenges. From an advocacy standpoint, social media platform offers nurses a powerful tool for amplifying their voices and also advancing nursing courses. By sharing stories, raising awareness about pressing healthcare issues, and also mobilizing support for policy change, nurses can effect meaningful change at local, national, and global levels. Through strategic use of hashtags, targeted messaging, and multimedia content, nurses can engage with policymakers, the media, and the public to advocate for improvement in healthcare delivery, patient safety, and nursing workforce issues. And that will take us to professionalism and ethics in social media use. How do we do that? While social media presents numerous opportunities for nurses, it also raises important ethical and professional consideration. This will also dive into this issue, including patient privacy, boundary violations, and professional boundaries, offering guidelines and also best practices for nurses to maintain professionalism and also integrity in their social media interaction. So nurses must navigate complex ethical consideration when using social media, particularly regarding patient privacy and confidentiality. Posting identifiable patients' information or engaging in discussions about specific patients' cases without consent can violate patients' privacy laws and professional ethical standards. Nurses must exercise caution and discretion when discussing clinical cases or sharing patient stories on social media platforms. Therefore, maintaining appropriate professional boundaries is another critical aspect of social media use for nurses. Blurring the lines between personal and professional identities on social media can lead to conflicts of interest, perceived biases, and erosion of trust with patients and colleagues. Nurses should establish clear boundaries between their personal and professional social media accounts and refrain from engaging in behavior that could compromise their professional integrity or reputation. That will take us to building a social media influence and impact. Strategy for building social media influence and impact as the nurse advocates are explored. Principles of social media engagement, including content creation, audience engagement, and community building, are discussed along with practical tips and techniques for nurses to grow their social media presence and influence. Therefore, creating compelling content is key to building social media influence as a nurse advocate. Nurses who share their expertise, insights, and experiences through blog posts, videos, and other multimedia formats to engage and content. Nurses can attract followers, establish credibility, increase their influences within the nursing community and beyond. Therefore, audience engagement is another critical component of social media influence building. Nurses should actively engage with their followers by responding to comments, asking questions, soliciting feedback to foster a sense of community and dialogue. By building meaningful relationships with their audience, nurses can cultivate trust and loyalty, leading to increased influence and impact over time. And that has brought us to the end of this lesson. Thank you for listening. God bless you all.